where na Mohamed Bangura for let we get an update on this particular development where we see happen yesterday, because according to the party, then we don't postpone say this coming 14th day of February, this coming Saturday, and then for being start them primaries them. But this letter where we see don't come out, they indicate say this might not happen because then say they not get better funding and time and self other issues them where there is na the letter where the Internal Elections Management Committee sent to the Secretariat. We don't get Pope na the line now this morning for let we get an update on this development. Good morning, Mohamed Bangura, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Mabel, and plenty thank you for what you get me this morning.
All right, starts for confirm to the public first if the Secretariat and the APC don't receive this letter where on our Internal Elections Management Committee, right, signed by the National Coordinator Hassan. Starts for confirm if not on our Secretariat don't get the letter.
The Secretariat is aware of the letter because the letter came late yesterday, the media, and the Secretariat they work within the 24 hours to ensure let things happen. We are aware of the letter, we call, and then the IMC confirm, then they acknowledge them, and then as a Secretariat, we immediately summon we serve with immediate effect last night for we ensure we get them straight. So the Secretariat is aware of that particular letter.
Just the day before yesterday and also on Monday, we've been get people from the APC where we talked to regarding this on our internal elections where for commence the 14th day of February. And where we've been talked to them, then we get assurance where they been give to on our party member and supporters and say this particular postponement for this 1 week. Now for let all the irregularities them way on we don't find out say happen, on are able for sort them out and let the elections go happen on Saturday coming. Now we see a letter from the Internal Elections Management Committee, we actually suppose for conduct the elections here. Don't make a big question where people ask now waiting exactly they happen inside the APC. We up till now forgets one word for let una able forget on our internal elections, una they go back and forth. Waiting exactly they go on between the National Secretariat and that of the committee we suppose for conduct on our elections.
Well, I refer to them say they were minor issues, because if you don't say we have a body in the institution called the PPRC. So whenever we get a budget, looking at the challenging moment where we have to ensure PPRC is aware of our budget line and everything. Then also, if the IEMC presents a budget to the party, we have what we refer to as the Financial Secretaries Departments, the Treasurers and auditors. Then therefore look into them so that it will fit into PPRC, into the act of the PPRC and all waiting we supposed to do so that we not jump beyond. So then sending the budget with financial team, they look into them and NACDO approve. As I speak to yesterday, it was all over because every APC and no say the Secretariat and the leadership been there na PPRC, and we don't go get some right, we don't agree. So at least they have been assured that they will receive the money today and the elections then will go on. So the assurance is now there that we don't meet all guiding rules and all guiding statements. Them we go ensure yes we do them right.
But Pope, one question where on our supporters and members of the public go and ask Una as an executive, how come Una wait until the Internal Elections Management Committee reach to an embarrassing situation like this? Who side and say the budget where Una approve, where then go na the bank, now just about 31% of the money the bank able for give to them.
Okay, like I say, na common mistakes.
What do you call common mistake? The common mistake now from the bank or now from una account not get enough money. Now the APC account not get sufficient money on the bank the mistake come off from.
We get more than 3 to 4 accounts with the party they won. And when the Secretariat be ready for do the disbursement of the finance, we do 2 checks for the ward elections because they don't give we a budget from the ward elections to the region. So waiting with the ones that the ward union. So we did 2 checks. And when we all know this, as I tell you, the secretariat was very busy with PPRC and other things. We all know the challenges them all they face and all of those things. So one of those checks was left in the office of the National Secretary General, whilst he been in a PPRC. And when the man go na bank, you understand? Now the other check, when the other accounts, they go present for the money we then supposed to withdraw. And in the process, it was calling the National Secretary General, but he was at PPRC and he was very busy yesterday. So immediately woke up, see the letter, and I would say, oh, yes, at least as a responsible secretariat, let us don't blow this thing out of proportion. These are what we refer to as a mistake where we just need to handle. And last night, we don't sit, we don't waste time, we don't handle them, and as we speak, we're there about for let we ensure says they get the necessary budgets where they need, and we don't speak with them. They have assured us that upon receiving the money, the lower level elections are going to commence as planned.
You say Onana a responsible secretariat, but how come a whole responsible secretariat wait till a deadline for the Internal Elections Management Committee when of yesterday, when of February 10th, according to the press statement where the coordinator Hassan Kamara Esquire pool, he say una be aware say as of the 10th yesterday, na be the deadline for release the remaining funds then because they get for recruit electoral people them, they get for train them and are just 4 days left. You say una na responsible secretariat. Now be a responsible way that for behave?
Under challenging circumstances, under trying times, no perfection or in humanity. And like how they express, indeed, the secretariat is a very responsible one. That is exactly why immediately when we are aware of the concerns with regards to a letter, we ensure say we summon ourselves as an executive and try to do what we will refer to as the needful. And yesterday, the currency was the deadline. They don't receive part of the money. It's just a matter of having the balance, then continue with the program. So as I speak, they're already on planning. They don't start what you refer to as allocation of funds to the different coordinators. Them so not just continuity process. So whatever it is, they are going to receive the balance today, and we have agreed that the lower level must go on. So that is just how you handle things. So sometimes challenging moments will come, but you must be there and ready. It's not about how many times you fall and how many times you get up. But when you get up, what did you do? We do it right. And that is exactly what we've just done.
Pope,
we've agreed and we are moving in the right direction.
Pope, not just the resources where the Internal Elections Management Committee raised concern, but where you say una go ensure say that be settled today. They also point out the issue of timing. As at that time when they write una, then say insufficient time remaining have been 4 days. When they say for properly execute then critical election activity, then they even if the fund then they immediately enough for being possible in terms of timing. And today is Wednesday, the elections here for happen this coming weekend, Saturday to be precise. Is 2 days enough for let the Internal Elections Management Committee able do all waiting and for let them get free and fair elections, because na thing way then cite out na then letter where they write on a secretariat the constitutional and legal obligations way tied to them work.
They say, let me just repeat. We don't give them some of the money. Now balance the party for give them, we for make them able for conclude. So I will tell you, so they are 70% ahead of all waiting and plan for do. And this remaining balance, we will just make at least they able for fix in, then fill in the blank spaces. The party don't make them available with the correct check. And this morning they are going to receive it. So
but
it's
Pope,
just a matter
Pope,
of,
if
yes.
you they send us 7, I don't give them up to 70%. Why the national coordinator Hassan Kamara they pull such a press statement saying that just 31% of the budget, and he further emphasize and warn una say if una go ahead with the elections there on the 14th, una they breach constitutional regularities and una go get more and more objection of the results that we go come out from these elections.
Let me clear you understand also. Waiting then give a budget line where they run from the ward to the regional. So total of waiting then give 100%, and now they have received 31%. Where that 31% they now around 39% to 40% now it make up the ward elections budget. So that is exactly why we say, based on waiting we don't give them, it's sufficient enough for make them start the preparations, and we want to encourage them that under such circumstances we will ensure say we do the next conventions that we get for be with the constituencies. We will ensure say yes, we're able to handle all those they refer to as irregularities. But as it is, we have given them 31% out of 42% of the entire budget. So as a party, whatever they need, we will ensure say yes, we make it available so that they will continue with the process.
Pope, you can be honest this morning and tell una supporters, say una executive, really they struggle with funding for conduct the elections there, because even the term for go print una membership card na China, na the intending flag bearer them, na then come together and put money for before una Secretary General able to travel go China for print una membership card. Now, una don't set up an internal elections management committee. They don't put together a budget where I believe say una don't get long time ago, but una not able for come and give them the complete money. Now, the committee don't pull a press statement last night saying then they halt all election until they get the full approved budget. Is the APC executive struggling with funds?
APC for us and for the people of this country are one of the biggest parties in this country. Even if we have too much is never enough. But for say we struggle, no. We get people able to get the capacity where they don't make interventions, and when you go to a registration account, we have at least that the way we fulfill all the necessary criteria. But at the same time, we need managers of this finance, and we get to ensure say the budget line where we operate is not only limited to the operations of IEMC. There are so many other issues where we look into. So whenever people request for money, we get to ensure say we manage the implementation, we manage the disbursement for at least we're able to reach all the other departments there.
What do you mean?
Get operations within the party.
What do you mean say una they manage disbursement? Managing this disbursements where they put on internal elections and processes na the line like waiting to happen so?
Like how they say, I get for repeat that one, they say when it comes to disbursement, we get for ensure say we get for doing within the confines of waiting enshrine now the PPRC Act we go guide, we go regulate political parties and guide we. So if the IEMC they make budget, we have to look into it. And as a party in opposition, you know, Nadel, the way they talk to me, you know the challenges where we they get with all other activities. So the concentration in a focus on one side, a focus on everything, a focus on census, a focus on what's in the happen at the country, a focus on we at least trying to put our apps together. So in that particular light, we are doing our best. And like I was saying, I want to integrate. The IEMC then concerns, we go ensure yes, at least we live up to expectation, and the common mistake we don't take place so no go get a repeat or a reoccurrence of itself again. So this morning we have agreed that we go able to move on for at least the commencement of the lower level. We not get a reschedule of them again.
But the IEMC don't halt all activities until they get the full funds when they ask for, and they need time for prepare themselves. Yes. So now still they go ahead with the February 14, although they don't want say until they get the full funds and then prepare properly.
Like I will say, immediately when we become aware of the letter, we ensure say we summon them with immediate effect so that we chart the way forward. And that I will assure you we have done. And as I speak to you this morning, from 1 to 3 calls and way I don't get, then just the wait for make the bank open, the remaining fund where they need. Go in at the hand and let them just continue with the arrangements the way they don't make.
Bob, on another development, this morning we just don't talk to the PPRC. With all this way you don't explain, according to the PPRC, the APC been failed for officially communicate with the PPRC regarding the 350,000 loans fine with it against owner party. And because of that, the 7 days don't elapse. Today don't be another day where, according to the chairman for PPRC, 8 o'clock this morning, then go for suspend all activities of the APC because una not keep to the 7 days where they be due una for pay the fine.
Let me also repeat this, that when it comes to compliance and the dictates of governance and democracy, APC is a party we always don't comply. We were there yesterday and we ensure yes, we have a conversation around that. So for say the PPRC chairman will suspend the APC this morning, no, we will not be oppressed, no, we will succumb to suppression. But at the same time, we're ready for comply to the laws that we govern we. So within a very fine footing, we are serious communications, the on conversations are ongoing, and I for assure you say the APC will not be suspended because we are in close conversations with the PPRC for let we ensure say we normalize everything.
But we just don't talk to the chairman this morning. As at yesterday where you say una be meet on this matter, waiting to be the conclusion before una the scatter.
Yesterday, we get a conversation where we believe say we the handle maybe 7:30 this morning. So we're not going to wait till for like 8 o'clock. You understand? But now 8:30 as they speak. So if I talk to the National Secretary General and the Finance Director, maybe then go give me an information different from the one where the PPRC chairman don't give. So let us wait. It is now 8 o'clock. It is now 8 o'clock.
No, but why a whole PPRC chairman for car on air and say una not get no conversation with him and in the effect for send una suspension letter out?
Well, me no get that one day. I only they get them from you now, because as far as me know, we want for assure, we membership, we supporters and well wishers that the APC no go allow for a go through which we refer to as suspensions of activities from the PPRC. We go ensure yes, we stay in touch, and that is exactly also we know once for now we wage which we refer to as and tongue wagging within the PPRC and the APC, because as far as we are concerned as a party, we've always maintained what we refer to as compliance, and we want to continue in that direction. If not, we know they get no reason for now we go there yesterday. So I know they expect say this morning again, the PPRC chairman will come out and talk say now this we've done and now this we've done. After we don't get a conversation yesterday, and all waiting left now for let we ensure say we implement so that we not disappoint with people. So we believe say we are on a fine footing with the PPRC. We believe say we are making progress, and we want for let that progress to be steady. And the APC has always been a party with the complying within the confines of the law.
This progress way on the make Pope, does it mean the APC get for pay the fine? Because for the PPRC, when they level a fine against a political party, even though now they get conversations on a suppose for pay the fine, is APC paying the fine or not?
Like how I say, we're a party we always don't comply with what we refer to as the law. We not go say we want to govern and we challenge the law. And if we are not going to challenge the law, it simply means the conversations then we will get, like conversation where at least with the try for let we see, let we get a better understanding of what we feel serious we for comply into. And the conversations are very, very, very reasonable. The atmosphere was very, very friendly. It was not tense. We have a frank conversations, and as a party, I don't make them very clear. We are respecters of the rule of law. We are respecters for the laws of this country. We are respecters of those institutions where they implement the laws them in the country.
All right.
And if the PPRC don't say so, we don't make them very clear yesterday that we don't get a conversation and we are going to implement. And when we don't implement today, we are going to have a press conference by the grace of God, if not affected, because the party is also bereaved with the former district chairman, when at the East District Secretary of the APC, when our comrade Fred Luding, and with the family would wait to make the announcement at the burial time, then maybe it is only that burial time that will affect with press conference we forget for let we able for respond to listening public, waiting at the position of the party on all of those things. So like I say, we don't have a very smooth conversation yesterday. The atmosphere, like I say, it was very, very friendly because some of those institutions, we've worked with them. We know how they operate. We know how they do things. And we want to maintain that good working relationship moving forward.
But you also quickly, you also realize a gentleman's agreement quite different from waiting day now the laws, because according to the PPRC, then they go by waiting the law say, and they act the provision where they say if una not pay the fine, then suppose for suspend una. We make like I've been tell you earlier. This morning at this breakfast show, the chairman for PPRCC, then they send the suspension letter to the APC. Now they say una get a meeting yesterday. Usai una as a party don't agree so una go implement. Waiting at the implementation, you know, explain. So does that mean if una secretariat receive a suspension letter from the PPRC, una no go by am?
Like I say, we are a party, we always comply with the law. We are not law offenders, nor we will refer to ourselves as lawbreakers. No, we will not. If we don't want to comply, we have no reason going to the PPRC. But for us to go there, it simply speaks volume that the APC is committed to the peace and quietness of this country. The APC is committed to the cohesion and the unity of the country. And we don't want for, like how they say, no government in waiting, no go want for make a begin breach the laws of the country. So we are committed to that peace and we are committed to that agreement where we get with the PPRC. That is exactly why you will recall that even the National Secretary General was out of the country. We just touched down on Sunday. And when it came on Sunday, we wasted no time to ensure we start for effective communications with the PPRC. And when even we read the PPRC chairman in statements na television, we ensure say no. Let us don't go into war of words. Let us ensure we comport ourselves and show yes, indeed, we are a responsible party. So that was exactly why we seek for let we ensure say we meet when we meet yesterday in a very friendly environment and with the party has agreed to comply for let we ensure say we not disturb any progress where we they make at the moment. So let us wait for the press conference and the party will take its position in that direction. But with the PPRC, I want to assure the people and say we are fine. Conversations are ongoing because that's what the law states. Even if we don't have the money, let's keep the conversation going for show commitment. Yes, indeed, we are ready to comply. We are a peaceful party. We believe in the laws of the land. We believe in those institutions. We will comply with waiting. We feel says that they are the books and will operate according to the modus of our operandi within the act with the constitution of the APC.
All right, thank you, Pope.
We are moving fine in that direction. Thank you very much. Let the people know that the elections, the lower level elections, by the grace of God, are going to commence on Saturday. Let them go out there, vote freely, and we expect the IEMC to conduct those elections in an atmosphere of fairness, no biasness, no sentiments. Let everybody get in due, let everybody get in right, and let us display responsible and matured statesmanship during this process. I want to congratulate those that will be contesting those elections.
Pope, thank you. We need for left Furianda and come back to we other guests them. We can talk to Honorable Almami Kamara, where they expect a judgment today from the complaint where it go with the PPRC. But unfortunately, according to the PPRC chairman, Koiva Amara just confirmed say it no go ahead with the judgment day because the APC they suspend them this morning. They're not able yet for pay the 350 million fine where then levy on them. Well, the producer and they try for bringing Honorable Almami Kamara, but quickly, let's just come now to the other studio guests. Honorable Mohamed Bangura, we don't join me at the studio this morning. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
I should say you don't deal with me quite some time. You don't hear the conversation at the studio. It seems like you party the APC, they go through hard times.
It's quite interesting for a political party where they wait for going to an election. For let them go engulf themselves into that kind of situation there also. But I hope say APC na a bigger party and get people level-headed, will be able to manage the present situation. But from the look of things, it is not good for a political party.
You say then, you keep talking then. You know the APC again?
I say the APC. Me know they want an APC is half and half. They themselves, I have said this repeatedly, they themselves has pronounced my expulsion in the party, waiting for a delegate conference.
Yeah.
A delegate conference is to go put it to them that this was the decision of the committee who set on Mohamed Bangura. What you say, yes or no? That is it.
So, but that's not happening.
That is it.
You might not tell something and go to the delegates conference. Then the delegates conference not going to approve that.
My dear Mabel, no matter what the delegate conference will say, I am excused in the APC.
Wholeheartedly?
Wholeheartedly.
You said that.
Wholeheartedly, I am excused peacefully from the APC,
But
respectfully from the APC. And now I am in my own corner, doing my own little things.
But you still in a parliament under the umbrella.
Of course, I still lay.
So how you don't excuse yourself from a political party?
My activity.
There is still a benefit under them. You are receiving salary under the APC.
I am not receiving salary under
but
the APC.
I am
not receiving salary under the APC.
Under whose symbol in the parliament?
I am not receiving salary under the APC. I am a member of parliament.
Under which symbol?
I don't tell you just now. I say a day APC in paper. But for everything, I'm not the APC.
But now then symbol they make you they get salary because you're there under their party symbol.
You know, let us don't skew this conversation.
We are not. We just want clarity.
I don't make myself very clear.
If you say you Mohamed,
I don't make myself very clear, Mabel, that the APC and excuse them. I say are ready and determined, willing for honorably excuse them in the party before even they wait for convention. And in fact, may I tell you this? I've said this repeatedly. Before the convention, me would not excuse from the party.
So why you say you don't excuse them? You still a parliament, you dey collect salary, you know they vote in favor of APC.
I'm not in parliament to vote in favor or against.
But
because every day we go to parliament, it's about the national interest. It's not
if you
APC.
Don't excuse a political party, why you still in a parliament under the symbol? This is the question we want you for answer.
I tell you this, and I say this again. I don't say this many times. I am going to excuse from parliament the moment I respectfully excused myself from the APC. And that will take place before the convention.
All right.
For now, I'm a member of parliament doing the people and job where they put me for.
Under the APC.
Doing the people and job where they put me for.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let's just go quickly and talk to Honorable Almami Kamara. We get a complaint before the PPRC against the APC, where they expect a judgment this morning from the PPRC. Good morning, Honorable.
Khadija, good morning, listeners.
Honorable, kindly position your phone properly so that we viewers them go able to see you.
Okay. How about this way?
Yeah, better. A bit better now. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Quick one. You they expect a ruling from the PPRC today based on the complaint where you go with na PPRC against this current APC executive, say they're not legitimate, they're not supposed under their supervision for conduct the lower level elections, we still get some issues, although the deputy public relations officer don't say when they go ahead and start on the 14th. We just talked to Emmanuel Koivaya Amara, the chairman for PPRC this morning. We don't confirm say it is suspend una party the APC this morning because they not pay 350 million loans fine where then be levied against them. The 7 days don't pass, which means you rule in self way if forget today, it they affect them, you not go get the ruling what they expect.
Well, that's not news to me. In the morning, I will cross-check to them. Mide McKinney, they on me about me when I go catch up with PPRC. But in any case, I will cross-check that information there. But yes, I dey expect a ruling today, given me concerns and complaint they will take to PPRC, because I believe say me current national executive and all other national officials under the constitution of the APC 2022, then tenure they expire on the 18th of this month. Today na the 11th, so about 6 days more, then tenure they expire. And as that is the case, I don't believe say they immorally or ethically and legally right for make them proceed and continue for run the affairs of the APC party.
Whatever the outcome get for be, whether they in favor of you or in favor of the APC executive, because what we learn that the PPRC Act gets provision where extension of not more than 6 months go get for the executive. But whilst you wait for the PPRC for tell you whether then they give you ruling today or not, waiting next gets for happen from you complain where you can go na PPRC where you go don't get the ruling, whether they in favor of you or not.
Now APC na me concern and I'm not alone. I can assure you across the board na the diaspora, the young people, the elders, and the rank and file, all authorities na the party share my concerns that it is timely that we label ourselves as the progressives. We come inside, I happen just for being the spokesperson. We don't come inside for save the party from any future litigations because of the wrongdoings of these people, especially when it comes to the selective way of using the constitution of the party. Mark you, not too long ago, about 2-3 years back, we been get a similar case where one we comrade, Alfred Peter Conte, take we to court. The ruling of his lordship, Abraham Fisher, been very clear that the executive by then will go beyond the mandate, all the decisions they will then take them null and void. And we don't want to see that happening. We believe say them people there for don't make sure they do voting right, because they're the same people that will apply the constitution in the case of the former flag bearer, when Dr. Samura Kabara, he accepted, he left the office because 6 months after the presidential elections, he ceased for being a leader. The same thing happened with Prince Tolly, when the former youth leader, they say he age as of the time where they go PPRC for AXA for vacating office, he age beyond pass the 35 years limit, he accepted. And the same way this same executive, they use the constitution, they battle with former vice president Chief Alhaji Samsumana for about 3, 4 to 5 years, where they end up na PPRC. Samsumana getting own justice through the PPRC. That is just what we're asking for. The time don't reach for them. Can you imagine? They get 6 days, then go able to do all these elections, the lower level elections, and listen to me, comrade Mohamed Kamara Pope. They talk, say they go ahead. We don't see written letter from the IEMC for say they know they go ahead. They cite cases of poor funding and other, they say they're inundated with complaints. Them they're not going to address all that from now to to Saturday where they get 4 days. These are all things where some of us be raise issues. The one that without we say we have issues of trust with this executive, issues of competence, and over and above all, then 10 other expire. So let it just be applicable like they did with the other people, and they use the same constitution. Nobody not get malice against them. So that is what I'm expecting. I went to PPRC, where now the prescribed institution, where they look after issues like this from political parties, then they for regulate political parties. I hear you just know they talk about, say, PPRC gets a right over their own act, the PPRC Act, for say then key extend. That is what took me to PPRC. They not get them. That Indian enabler, we don't go sit on the hearing, don't go. I know I'm going into the details of that. But the argument clear, PPRC they only come inside where a political party express in their own constitution say they can extend the tenure, and if they extend the tenure, PPRC they only come inside for say okay not for past 6 months. Now they put the not to for say that we give the authority for say would they go can give now 6 months. No, it's so unfortunate that our old leaders then they try for mislead the people. Speaking here is an experienced parliamentarian, award-winning parliamentarian, a bona fide member of the APC, a past national youth leader, very progressive. So
let's
yes,
just
please.
hold you there. You don't use different adjective on the executive this morning. You say they're not competent, they're illegitimate. What really the effect with this executive of now because they're not competent for bring on a party together, or now because they're not competent for conduct the lower level elections, or now because the mandates they expire on the 18th of February.
All put together, we put them there with the sole objective for make them man the party affairs, for make sure so we go compete with other political parties for win power in the country. You tell me, after we give them 3 years, now 6 days will they argue so now? They still the struggle, they're not even able to hold world elections. You tell me, up to these 6 days, the one that we will put when their own members they win at the independent electoral commissioner. Now they put letter for the yesterday say they not give them enough money, they not get money, and that they overwhelmed with complaints. 6 days now left after 3 years. You tell me how do you call that? You tell me there is mistrust in terms of the way then they handle finances. Not to me they say now other people from their own activities. We as a big party like ours, we not too long ago now we left power. We're not able to fund our own affairs, and at least over 100,000 people had don't register. When we get a provision say for let us in the give card if we don't pay for at least 1 year. You tell me you call that competent? Show me at any point who side and not able to receive or reconcile with other members who get misgivings or over things and at the party. None. You tell me how they mishandle the case of Chief Samsumana, where he go through all the levels and at the party up to the elders committee, the disciplinary committee. They know able proof a reason for understand say in politics the good, the bad, the ugly will all for come inside and work together and let them give a chance until they go expose win and PPRC. Call that competence. Well, show me a case who said they know able to reconcile with people. How many people we don't left this party under their watch? How many what are the things the way they go on up to down? Look the fet for give membership card. At some point we did not even have money. One of the aspirants there, with all due respect to comrade Mohamed Kamara Jagaban, now in get for dole out. You call that competence? This is simple. We are not against anybody there. When we been in that executive day, everybody knew everything was done on time. Go back and check the records. We have nothing like this. We time elapsed over day, we're not able to conduct elections. No, that was not the case. I am not voting me feel. Now the reality. Look how the party goes. So misunderstandings here and there. They're not even reconcile with people. All they do now for dread people, now for go against people, now for do this. This is what I'm speaking to. Now they go rely. Explain to me and anybody in this country why APC get for rely now solely for saying now PPRC when the constitution tell us say if we face this kind of situation when the time don't elapse, then they can't to we then they make an emergency delegate conference. Then now we they go tell us okay time don't go, but today we they support now go na PPRC. They not go to we, they not talk to we, they go to PPRC when we not get any emergency. No coup, no war in the country. I recall for long now, remember, not too long ago, right? when Ebola began at this country, we followed the constitution of the party by then. When we had cause for congregating our beauty money for take decisions against the former vice president, we did that. Not only new thing Almami dey talk, we did that as a party. We not go sit down, we go na PPRC then say, okay, we not get 6 months clause, we not extend political parties and time. Therefore, we not go ahead. No.
Honorable, a political
Yes.
party like the APC, where this current executive, what they call say they're not competent. The current executive gets somebody where una party can refer to say na a seasoned politician when Ambassador Fode Usman Sane where they lead una right now with all the experience where he gets in the politics of the APC. Why you they call in your executive where it leads say they're not competent, they're not able to manage the affairs of the party until members then they go expose them at PPRC? You want for say Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane don't fail on as a party under in leadership?
Well, I don't know what is the rationale way they pick on one person, but I've been
Because
understanding
he's
it
the
from that
leader.
perspective.
I not pick on a honorable.
No.
He's currently the leader of the party. Now I make a just
Yes.
say under in leadership.
Okay. Well, interestingly, he is the deputy chairman, a man I get respect for, but you go agree with me, say, I clarify when I use the word competence and I show you instances. I tell you, in 6 days, now in left. For 3 years, we'll give them people there. 6 days now, still get them kind of problem there. So he left to the people for decide. Having said that, I think if you pick on, we revered Ambassador Alhaji Fode Usman Yansane. If I want to be very honest to you, in politics, there are realities. I wish if I see the reason, believe me, for let he believe at this point, haven't served this party and serve this country in various capacities. I mean, for wish by this time, as my own daddy, my own senior authority, a Maleka, before see the need say, Alimami Kamara wey dey talk so, we get the energy, we get the zest. Himself don't be ambassador, he don't be member of parliament, he don't be youth leader, he don't be cabinet minister. Therefore, law we the sit down allow they advise them so that when parties like the SLPP, they don't go quick alignment, they don't bring relatively younger people, like the chairman, Mr. Batilo, strong guy, we have Honorable Paran, we have very young and capable people. For an experienced person at the age now, I believe say for don't see law allow Aliman be there now. We now they try for conduct the affairs of the party. Why is we around? We go to advise the who side and get excesses, who side and get minuses, who side and get mistakes there. That is what I'm expecting from a great man like Ambassador Fode Usman Yansane. We talk about so. If not the Pope, then if not the CDI Tunis there, if not the other thing is fine. But I think say if I want to be very honest with Una, believe me, I believe say at the time where Ambassador Fode Usman Yansane be young, he not go wait after we then get in 3 years, he waits till he left 6 days, the party inundated with this kind of problems. Therefore, we don't take action all on 10. But they not even take the actions. They now they pass everything will go to PPRC. Under Alhaji Fode Usman Yansane, if we don't make sure say at the time we'll be the select the list of parliamentarians or for being competent MPs where they go sit on a parliament when there is a bill with being tabled in parliament, then go read and line by line, they go understand that not just people who are populist or whatever the situation, then go look at the disaster we get at the country today. For make it look like that, go back now section 39 of the PPRC where anybody will wear red or we go na APC gathering or we wear green, we go na SLPP gathering, we cause person, we create problem. PPRC get the authority for finance. That is a calamity in itself. That is so unfortunate. Where we get apt and competent parliamentarians who they pay details to their rules and now rule that the way they not before clear at all.
Honorable.
So if Fode Usman Yansane for be younger, we know say strong and he up to the task, he will accept all of this. Yes, sir.
Honorable, back to you complain at the PPRC. Today, the PPRC, whether they give you ruling or not, I they ask again, waiting are your next step? If the PPRC rule said and they give the extension to the executive for the 6 months where they act give provision for, waiting are your next step?
I don't get no next step rather than for work with whatever the outcome and what the APC people they want. I come inside simply because now the progress of the APC and the full adherence to the laws that we establish now APC and I'm concerned. I don't make am very clear. I don't have no intention for going to court. As a matter of fact, I prevent for let any other APC and not grab for make e take this party to court, given the recent example of the Alfred Peter Conte case, wherein the then judge, his lordship Adrian Fisher, make am clear say the executive will be there, dem be work outside the mandate, that is the intent of the London. Therefore, all the decisions the way they take, they're null and void. Not to be say so. Now that's why they try for prevent, because we want for make use of full time and make sure say there is reconciliation in the party. Not to where they don't go elect executive, we begin get court cases. This is what I'm preventing. As an experienced politician, now the APC, that is what. And thankfully, the entire APC people they don't see from what they say. From the letters they were writing, they to the domain, they all don't understand. I don't have intention or like the nation who is so honorable and man, why can't we go to court? I don't want to be a flag bearer. I don't want to be nothing other than for save this party where I left, where I don't work with where I believe in, for let everybody not take them to court. That is my concern, man.
Wait till you go say to you other comrade there where they see you say you they obstruct the progress of the APC moving forward.
Unfortunate. One thing I notice about leadership, especially in politics, you get people away there and thick head, even if they see the truth, even if they see the light. As far as they're concerned, politics now deceit, now lie, they motive them. But for some of us who progressive in thinking, you go look at the merit of on what the person they talk or argue. My case is clear. From my first letter to PPRC, from my last letter where I respond to the APCs and concern, from up to what they talk to, and given my character and my history in terms of leadership in the APC, let them open up their minds and understand. But I want to assure you, now few people where they in this establishment, naturally we will expect them to fight. I am not even supporting a situation where they're not for there at all. I am just saying we have a convention in APC. In 2005, we are faced with similar situations. The current deputy chairman was then secretary general. Before we went to convention, then we asked them, say, let us step aside. Where did we get late Pachukuma Johnson be step aside as chairman? We bring in Bayambasu from Kono, and we also bring Aka for can take over Alaji for the Usmans, and by then that was how we went to convention with Buloko where we get President Kuruma. And not too long ago, in 2002, 2001, we had a similar situation where in the executive them step put it aside, then bring an interim body conventionally. I am just thinking that in moments like this, where they would not find themselves into this difficulty, there are other brains in the party, not necessarily as Mami Kamara. We have them very experienced politicians. Some are 40 years standing, some are 30 years, some are 20 years. Let them all come. We constitute a body and see how we chart the way forward. So that this fetch about cards, this fetch about lack of trust, this fetch about manipulation, we get people away get seeming integrity. We come together, find Tulu party. I am concerned as a diplomat because the international community is watching us closely. If we prove to be undemocratic and not progressive in nature as a party, then they get any reports there against you. These are the reports where they go use if we get for go either ECOWAS, we get for go AU or get for go UN. That is why they are in this country primarily. Then our opponents, the SLPP, are also watching us. For showcase, we on democratic nature, if we allow that to happen, we non-adherence to the laws and the rules, to the international community and to the people of this country. This is why a bona fide member of APC, Honorable Almami Kama, who doesn't want to become nothing for now, just stepped in with his own team of reasonable APCians for appeal to this executive, for appeal to the rest of it. Let us come together and find an amiable and a progressive way forward so that everybody will come together in the party. Not this current situation of for drop this posting, dismiss this, going to do this, oh, now then no more guy. Yeah, this is what I'm working on. So I'm not going to court. I am not against anybody, and my records are in the APC in case anybody want for doubt. My records in the APC, my style of leadership in the APC, that irrespective of person in view or in thinking, I always bring people together. Right. Because in political leadership, you are leading the good, the bad, the ugly. This is what I'm known for, and this is what I've come in to do for save the very soul of the APC, modernize them, bring that tune to reality so that we can get a strong team, rise up to the SLPP, make sure say this country move forward. The hardship wey dey permit na this country, we contain am. The disunity wey don dey permit na this country, we contain am.
All
The
right,
progress,
Honorable.
the oneness, the pride of Sierra Leone, we contain am. This is what I'm interested in. Nothing
All
more than
right.
that. And to
Many
justify that,
thanks.
let anyone can't tell me say I want to be flag bearer. No, most of them people are only pass one for me flag bearer. If not for experience, notice I am one of the relatively young man here where the APC don't train. I doubt if anyone they will get me background, and it's not from a vacuum. Now, as a result of leadership and commitment on each assignment who they give me,
All right,
the way I
Honorable,
manifest
thank
and I
you.
work, now in the
Thank you.
APC,
We
they
join
give me
with this
opportunity
morning,
so that I go
Honorable.
get more training.
Thank you. We join with this morning, Honorable Almami Kamara. We go keep in touch. Let we know whatever the ruling go come out from PPRC. As you say, you dey expect the ruling, and they try for left McKinney for camp free turn now. We go keep in touch. That's not the Honorable Almami Kamara. We na a former Minister of Youth Affairs and also a former Youth League leader na the APC and also former ambassador. He take this current executive of the APC go na PPRC because he say they're not competent and according to her in words, they're not legitimate for take them into the lower level election. We dey continue the breakfast show this morning. We're packed with a lot of issues them where we dey discuss inside this edition.
All right, and remember, so you say for the watch, continue to drop your question at the comment section at the different platforms I watch with this morning. And don't forget, so we also there on TikTok. Just go find the Liberty Online TV handle there, and you will get this live broadcast every morning where we there at the breakfast show. We come back to the studio guest when Honorable Mohamed Bangura is here this morning as a member of Parliament. He just want can share himself an opinion on the constitutional amendments where they go on. We know so these documents they before them now as members of Parliament. Then we don't do the first reading on them, and we still see the Parliament don't ask people and forget them position papers. They must then go express then certain views and opinion about the whole process. But Honorable here this morning for share an opinion on this whole process. We don't talk to you earlier for clear your position now the APC currently, but let we just come to the issue of the day we there for this morning. We get for do with the constitutional amendments. Before we didn't know what's in a union opinion on the specific clause them where una parliament get for amend, let we just know generally speaking how you go describe the whole process so far until we don't reach now on this parliament.
The whole thing is sad. This country is sad. Then we get a constitutional review in parliament, a bill in parliament. And the whole essence of having a constitution is to bring the country together, a country there at peace, so that everybody will know what he able to do. Bear in mind, the constitution review, it don't take long. 3 presidents there, from late Kaba to Anes Kuruma to Mada. So it don't overdue. But I say sad because when they bring these documents, instead of people focus on the documents, they're busy. They divide and tear themselves apart. APC, SLPP, SLPP, APC. Oh, I dey tell you, Khadija Emibel, when me they pass my street, I dey get phone calls from people and they tell me, say, if they vote for we, what are we? What are we equal party? Ask say, if they vote for the country, this is about trillion. It is not about any party, APC and SLPP. In fact, now on this premise, I take the responsibility for say I am not joining any of those parties again.
Why? You feel say
yes, 2 parties I feel say them 2 parties they also don't become a distraction to the progress of this country. And there must be a 3rd person in the room. And that 3rd person for be a 3rd party. We will able to sit down and talk to them.
But you say Sierra Leone political climate go encourage a third party and a third
Of
party
course,
go
of
survive.
course, over the years.
But attempts don't be made.
Yes.
NGC don't come.
The reason why
don't fail.
the reason why they fail is the sustenance. The sustainability. The people are with it that they purchase them. Not them able make this country will not get a third person at the room.
But you said now.
And this time, yes, and they come. I'm not going backward. I'm not going backward. And they come.
Because if you
I'm not going backward. I'm not going backward. I'm not going backward. And they say the third person in the room for 2028, we need a third party in the room for discussion.
There has been third party.
Then two party where they criticize today.
Yes.
There has been third party before now.
Yes.
And you know one pan the people during the UDM days where people been feel say this third force when I've been the UDM then days then day for not able to stand the test of time. Now you are saying we need a third party as a nation. How third party go able for stand the test of time? Where una na the political parties, when are the political players them, una not able for keep the third party them in existence, no sooner party than a power.
That is
una
it.
one link to them.
That is it.
Forget una your
That is
benefits.
it. Maybe that is the point. The individuals, the politicians, like me, not able for keep the third parties in existence.
So why
And I say this. Moving on to 2028, there will be a third party. And that third party will move on to 2029, 2030, upward.
Why?
Now this country.
Honorable.
Because we don't tired about this. We are discussing a constitution. We're not for the people. We're not for the country. And people are trivializing this thing to an APC, SLPP discourse.
Honorable Mohamed, why Sierra Leone and them for believe anything again where they come out from you politically? Because you know one of the politicians them where records they of you where you don't say certain things them
Namely,
were untrue.
namely,
Now you they criticize.
no, before move further. Name.
During the time they serve under the government of the former President Nkrumah as a mouthpiece of the government, you said a lot of things.
Name it.
We get for do with development of this country.
Name it, maybe. We are on record.
Hold on. Then day you say you believe say the only person we go to develop this country na President Nkrumah. Then you believe say politics in payment na this holiday, not to next world.
Stop there.
These are your words.
Stop there.
Let me land, please. These are your words. You dare on records. Now you they come back and say you believe say then two party here don't be problems for Sierra Leone and them. You want a third force, and the third force go able to sustain them after 2028.
Khadija, I don't see anything else we bring.
Why Sierra Leone
I don't see anything else we bring.
A politician
where
like
go
you
say what have we don't talk not true. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything for say what have we talk today not true.
for a politician.
Now, take it. Let's take one step at a time. You talk about two things. At that time, I say President Nkrumah was the only man at that time for move this country forward. He get 2 terms. And the people listen. They buy him. They agree. They vote for him for a second term. And I talk back. I talk yesterday, I talk today, I talk tomorrow for say politics. Politics. Now this world would they play. Politics.
In pay.
And pay. Now this holiday. Next world maybe. Next world Khadija. Will die. Will face with God Almighty. He go as a person. He go as a person. You will not believe say this world na in political payments day he left to you. I believe. The political payment is this. When you make a wise decision, you put the country at a better footing. Like this one now. It's a political payment. We are now coming to discuss a constitution. Yeah? A constitution.
How that
Anybody
political payment?
No, no, we talk listen.
Because you say the payments then a year. Not this world.
I don't give example. This constitutional review is a political thing. Not to next world. It depends to how we the political class. It depends to how we the citizens go participate and take them through. If we take them through, we'll get a document. We the better this country. If we take them the way I see that they take them so, I'm afraid. It's not going to be a better document.
Now you believe, say, a third force for emerge.
Yes, yes.
Why Sierra Leonean then for believe you? Because from the PMDC, from the APC, from the UDM,
we have recycling them question.
So how they for believe you say
Khadija,
you go can't start a third movement, you know, go left again in the middle
Khadija,
and join the winning team.
I have said this before. Let me say this again. And the PMDC, I was there. I served them diligently. And I was forced out of the party. Not to miss it on. I say, no, I'm coming. Let's have clarity. I was forced out of the party. Yeah? I formed the UDM. The UDM did not go into elections as a third force. The UDM disbanded.
You joined APC?
I joined APC. In that, I have said this many times. I was youthful. I was young. At that time, I'm not able to take concrete make political decisions at that time. Of course.
You regret the decision.
But many times to you, na this studio, what I say, I am sorry to the people of this country. And I say this.
That's sorry.
I owe it. I am the only politician who do something wrong. We go grab and say, yes, this one do wrong. Do you wanna forgive me, people? Me people back and do. I owe it. Let us move on.